Alright guys, so we just finished chopping it all up, but after tasting it with a clean spoon, it was determined that it needs a little more sweetness. So we only put 10 cups of sugar in it, uh, so we still have two more that we can work with. So we're gonna go ahead and add those now, and then bring it back to a boil, and then we'll then begin to finish up the process by just continually stirring it while it simmers some more for the next 40 minutes, and then we'll put it in the jar. And so some of these might have to be uh, changed a little for your liking. We actually use, like I said, I'm using a recipe I got off of hilda'skitchen.com, but Hilda's Kitchen used cardamom instead of vanilla, and we also use vanilla extract instead of a vanilla bean. And I'll be honest with you, the reason why we did that is because the vanilla bean was $12 for one bean at Walmart yesterday, and I just didn't want to spend $12 on one bean. So we decided to go with the extract since we had an abundance of it, and so um, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna stir it for about 40 minutes, and then we're probably gonna put it in jars. So once again, it's just a way of preserving food, um, and what I want you to think about is how this is applicable to us today. How could food preservation be something one that you learned to do on your own? But not only that, how can you apply it? Like, if you think about it, we are stuck inside. If you've been to a grocery store, which hopefully you haven't because you should have been quarantined, but if you have ventured out to a grocery store, and you would see at the canned food aisle, which is all preserved vegetables, have been wiped out and demolished. And so this is a way you could grow. If you grow your own food or you just buy food at the farmer's market, you could actually learn how to preserve your own vegetables as well as your own fruit. And this is the way that we're preserving our own fruit by making it into jelly, which later is used you can use it on cheesecake, you can use it on toast, you can make peanut butter and jelly with it. Um, Whatever you use jelly for, you can use this Loquat jelly for. So, and we've done some other jellies as well, but since this one was so easy and there was already pectin inside of the fruit itself, we didn't have to worry about a whole lot of ingredients. So we'll begin the stirring process and we'll let you know how that is. Alright guys, so this is the last final step of our jelly making or jam making lesson. So this is what it looks like. It kind of looks like somebody threw up in a pot, but it's not because it's actually loquat jelly and it's a yellow fruit. And some of them, as you can see, just comes in different shades of yellow. Some of them are a little more ripened than others. Some stuff you have to cut off, like the stems and stuff forth. But anyways, so it is finished. This is what 16 cups of loquats looks like after it's all said and done. It's a little watery right now. Now we added no water to that. The only thing we've added was sugar and lemon and a little bit of vanilla extract. What you're seeing in the pot is the juice from the loquats themselves being cooked down, and I guess the word is like caramelized or just made into the juice is cooked out of it. And since it has a natural pectin, pectin is a mineral that is, or a substance in fruit that creates a thickening agent automatically, and there's so much pectin already in loquats that you don't have to add any. So the only thing you really needed was sugar, and then vanilla and lemon. And so since that is done, what we're going to do now is we wash some jars, and we're going to put them in mason jars. Or the likes, car jar, and this looks like an old applesauce jar. But first you've got to warm the lids up before you do that. And so we're going to go ahead and start pouring our jelly into the jar. Now you're going to spill it over, so you need to make sure you have the ability to clean this all up afterwards. It looks pretty gross. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It looks like somebody, anyways. But it is. It'll be well worth it. You know, later on, like during hurricane season, when if there's no way of getting out to the stores and so forth, we'll have preserved jam or jelly, and at least we'll be able to have some sweets while we're hunkered down, like in the situation we're in with the COVID-19 virus. And so, like I said, we actually didn't buy any of these Loquats. We got them from Mr. Bath. So the only thing that we purchased to put in here was a little bit of the sugar. We already had the vanilla extract, and then we purchased lemon juice, and that's it. So very simple way of preserving our food. This is kind of like a farm to table recipe. Since this fruit was picked on Wednesday, thank you Nate and Matt Bath for doing that for me. But this is a way you could apply this at your house. You know, you're helping your parents out by just making some jelly, and it's something that you could do by yourself or with the accompaniment of your parent. But it's very simple, and it makes quite a bit of jelly. As you can see, we've got 3 quart jars. Nope, just kidding. 3 pint jars, and then 1 quart jar that we are going to have after it's all said and done. So approximately 4 pints is what we got out of this. I believe these are pint jars. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope your break has been well. Hopefully you are reading and you answer the questions on the worksheet that you've been given. Make sure you're doing those, checking in, so that I can give you credit for doing it. And keep up with your assignments. See ya. Let me know. All right, guys. So one thing I did forget to tell you to do is putting the lids on. You're gonna want to put your lids in a hot water. It softens the seal up, so that when you put it on there, it then will seal better on the jar itself. So these are, it's not boiling, but it's hot water, so you just put it on. Then you seal the jar with the lid, and then you turn it upside down and let it sit for a couple days, and then it'll eventually harden up and turn back into jelly. So that's all I got. That is the end of it now. So hopefully you guys are doing well, and we'll see you here later on.